Cool. Hi guys, it's Shauna and Rebecca with Stars and Hearts. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about the earth and your perspective and power. So I'm here with Rebecca today. Rebecca is the author of Breakup Rehab. She's a writer, a speaker, and an intuitive. Hi, Rebecca.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, thanks for tuning in again. And, more of these are going to be coming out every week. So just like join the party, join the momentum, the party of Stars and Hearts. And just know today that you were guided to be here. We're so excited to have you. And Shauna is just this bright, sunshining light in the world and offers services around really transforming your life and taking it into a new direction using the power of astrology and just, wit. Like, she's really funny. So, yay. Okay, now we're here.
Yay.
Let's do this.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm really excited about this week because this week is extra special and unique. So with this series, we've been covering a different planet each week, and this week is special because we're covering a topic that no one really talks about in astrology. We're talking about Earth and your perspective. And the Earth obviously is a planet, and it's one of the most important things that most people don't talk about because it's like where, from an astrological perspective, it's related to your rising sign, so in practical terms. So everything that is manifested through you, through your chart, through your energy, it all has the set point of your perspective. The rising sign is the sign that is on the horizon the moment that you're born. So this relates so much to personal perspective because as we're going through things, we have the power to shift what we're going through depending on how we're looking at things. The message for today is if you're going through a certain struggle or a certain strain or something like that, good to know your rising sign, obviously, but even if you don't know your rising sign, don't know what time you were born, there's so much power in using this earth energy, getting back to the earth, getting back to, okay, what are my surroundings? What's my perspective? What am I paying attention to? And how do I shift my reality based off of that?
I love that. And,
yeah.
And, there's just Earth is such a powerful energy, right? Earth energy is a powerful energy, connecting to Mama Earth, grounding yourself in that, especially like you said, if you're going through a struggle, which like raise your hand if you've never been there.
Yeah.
No. So like you're a living participant on this planet, and there's this really great saying that Gandhi did not shift India when it was going through what it was going through because he was like, I'm Gandhi, I'm so great, spotlight on me. He said, I am India. And so if you want to shift the struggle you're in, you don't go, I'm Steve or I'm Rebecca or I'm Molly or whatever. You say, I am the earth. I am part of this. I am part of this whole system. And that's where the shift in perspective really begins, is when you can own that you're part of the ecosystem.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of power in, like you're saying, Rebecca, expanding outside of yourself, because if there's something that's happening that you're not happy about, that all starts with, okay, what am I going to do to expand my reach? What am I going to do to create a shift inside of myself that ripples out? So versus saying, oh, so-and-so is doing something bad or wrong, or I don't agree with that. It's like, oh my gosh, I feel moved. What can I do? And along those lines, I know we were talking recently about the fires that are going on in Indonesia. And I would love if you could speak a little bit about that, because I know that was something that really touched you at a deep level.
Sure. So I want to speak to that specifically and then broaden it from there. So when I speak to the fires, maybe you've been feeling like a tightness in your chest or a level of body sensation and discomfort. And a lot of times we make up stories about why that is. Oh, my neighbor's a jerk, or work isn't going well. Well, and it can really be an actual sensitivity to the what's going on the earth. We just had a hurricane that hit Mexico, and actually through the grace of God turned into a tropical storm. I think it was Hurricane Patricia, fact check me on that. Secondly, for the last 2 weeks, and I just found this out recently through an article that said Indonesia's burning and the world is not paying attention. The island of Indonesia is pretty much lost the majority of its rainforest in a week, 2 weeks worth of it burning. So that means entire, families of orangutans, of tigers, of villagers, have just that country is just suffering. And so again, to go back to that part of saying, you're not just Steve, I'm not just Rebecca, I am part of the ecosystem of the world. And so when something shifts in such a major catastrophic way, we feel it in our own energy and emotional body. We're a part of it. So I just want to drive that message home that in the realm of zodiac signs and how they impact you, like what else is more important than Mama Earth, really?
Yeah, and those things I love that, because there is nothing that happens that is not somehow a reflection of our own internal world. So all of this stuff, everything, it's all a metaphor or an insight of what's going on psychically, intuitively, emotionally, mentally. That's where the saying comes from in astrology, as above, so below. It's all just this reflection. And I think that's why it's so powerful when we work from both sides. Like, we try to do something that has an impact or has a difference on the outside, and then we work on ourselves as well. We become aware of our perspective and how it is that we are relating to the earth, how we're connecting with the earth as well. Just like enjoying the beauty of going on a walk and that kind of thing. So I think that's powerful.
Well, and I know we're going to keep this cast a little bit shorter than others, and we've covered the moon and the sun so far, and those celestial bodies. And I think today the major impact, the passion that I have, is to say that you always have a choice to expand your awareness.
Yes.
Always. It's always available to you. And the way that you do that is like the simplest, most beautiful form is you just ask questions. You ask questions like, how can I help? What else is possible? What would it take for me to be the change that I want to see in the world? Like, what are these things tugging on me? How come I'm blocked? Why can't I get through? Ask and ask and ask, and certainly ask us. Like, yes, ask. We're here to help you, to help. We're here to help. We're part of the energy that is like Mama Earth. We're really, I mean, you can speak for yourself, love, but I would say that I've got a big Mama Bear heart. Yes. And that's for people who are stuck and suffering, confused, going through breakups, don't know what step to take. We got a train going by. Just consider it as a metaphor.
A metaphor. Things are moving.
Okay.
Wait, is it still there?
No. Okay. So. Yeah. So that's the thing, is when there's a whole world full of helpers, and maybe you're watching and you're one of them, and and actually the reality is, for this thing, for Spaceship Earth to run, we all need each other. We all need each other.
Yeah. And I think that I just love how, that's why we really start each message with each webcast with "You Are Guided" here, because there are no coincidences. There are no there is nothing that's not meaningful. It goes back to the whole metaphor thing. Like if you're watching this right now, it's because you were meant to see this message in some way. You were meant to connect with us for some reason, whether it's an instantaneous one, just this one moment in time, or to receive help. And that's what the earth is all about. It's that support. It's that first chakra supportive kind of energy. And we're meant to come together and hold that for each other, I think. So,
yeah, it's really beautiful. And I just want to give a little PSA, that's public service announcement. So one of the beautiful things of like shifting perspective is, yeah, ask questions, but then just the art of astrology, which you do, really like gives like this broad perspective. So since we're in a little bit more of a generalized PSA webcast today, maybe you can say, talk a little bit about the art of astrology and how that does kind of provide different perspective.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I'll keep it brief because there's a lot. You know how much I love astrology. So that's why it's so powerful to know your chart, to have insight from someone, because when I look at someone's chart, I can tell them things that they probably kind of already have a sense of, but it also points to hidden behavior patterns, hidden areas where there can be a block and where there can be a lot of healing. And it all goes back to perspective too, because it's when you know that, it's empowering, and then you can choose. Because astrology, there is a certain element of showing you what energy you were brought here with, for better or worse, but it's empowering because you choose what to do with that. That is up to you. And I think that's why it's so lovely that we're doing these together, Rebecca, is because that's very much what you do for people as well, is, okay, what do you really want? How can I help you? How can I take, I feel like one of the beauties of what you do is you take what people give you and then you reflect that back to them in a way that is empowering and helps them choose and craft the transformation that they want. So yeah, that's what I'll say about that.
Yeah, so I just want to say to everybody who's watching, God bless, thank you so much. Like we're here for you, and we're passionate about providing tools, because here's the amazing thing is there are experts in every field, and we have invested hours and hours and years of our lives.
Years and years.
Years and years, sing it with me. Okay, we've a lot of time, so that you don't have to like spend your like 3 a.m. mornings on like Wikipedia looking up like breakup and stars and help me, and Google won't do it. It won't do it. So come ask us. We're here. We're excited, and I do just want to really say, like, as today, you know, take a moment of silence and just think about your mom, think about Mama Earth, and pray for her for all she's going through. Share, we'll add links and share the story on Indonesia Burning, and then also just share this cast if it really impacted you with friends and family. We really, again, just so much appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Awesome.
Thank you. Today has been Stars and Hearts. Looking forward to all your comments. Thank you so much. Mwah.
Namaste, guys. Mwah.
And we did another one. Oh yeah, and click all the buttons that say share, link, share.
Yes. Subscribe.
Subscribe.
There will be just like a circle of subscribe like everywhere. Hopefully. And if there's not, just, you know, find it.
Okay.
Yay.
Yay. Bye.